Okay, so, if you've been throughout the gaming industry for a while, you've probably seen this bear's little face. This is Freddy Fazbear from Five Nights at Freddy's. There are plenty of games in his franchise, and I chose to simulate one of them, and the game in question is Five Nights at Freddy's 4. The one where essentially you're a child in a bedroom defending nightmarish versions of these animatronics from you. So, I tried to simulate the main gameplay of it into a board game using Lego pieces. And of course, I used these time cards from the official Five Nights at Freddy's board game that is based on Five Nights at Freddy's 1. But I'm choosing to simulate 4 since it's the most mechanically different out of the original 4 games. So, how do I play? Well, they have AI levels. This determines how difficult they will be, and how I will be simulating them. I'm going to be using a random number generator right here. Normally, I would be using a 20-sided die, since this is a board game, but I don't have it, so this is the best substitute I have. And 2 different movement opportunities shown right here on which location they'll go to if they succeed. So, for example, say I generated 19. This means that none of them will move. The numbers here have to be less than or equal to their AI numbers. I'll try generating again. 15. None of them will move. 1. This means that every single one of them will move. And now, I will move Bonnie the rabbit, the blue one, over into the left hall, since that is where he goes. And now, I will try to simulate Chica's movement. That is the chicken animatronic that loves to eat. Alright, so it landed on the kitchen. This means I will move Chica to the kitchen. And now, Foxy's movement. Foxy can enter through both halls, and this will determine which one he will go to. Come on, land. Okay, right hall. He will be moving towards the right hall. And I will be adding 1 Freddle to the bed. This is a miniature Freddy. If all 3 of those miniature Freddys are there, this guy right here is gonna end me, which will essentially make me lose the game. Oh, right, I will use the time cards. And the time cards, I will simply be using them for the time. I have to make it and survive all the way through 6 a.m. with these guys all around me. And now, I have to make a choice. Flash the bed, go to the left hall, or go to the right hall. I will go to the right hallway. And flash Foxy with the flashlight and scare him off back to the corridor over there. And now, I'll be changing to 12:30. And now, I will keep continuing this until I make it. I will generate another number, 7. Okay, so Freddy and Foxy will not move, because it is just simply too high for them. But Bonnie and Chica will, so I will determine what Chica does. Normally I would use like a physical spinner, but I don't have the resources to make one, so a digital one is gonna have to do. Alright, she will move now to the right hall. If I landed on the kitchen, I would just simply put her back to the corridor. But Bonnie will be moving to a second stage, directly at the door. I won't be flashing him, since if I did that, well, game over, because he's too close to be scared off by it. So instead, I will be moving towards the door and close it, and he'll just simply go away. Alright, put myself back. Alright, change to 1 a.m. Okay, random number generator again. 5. Okay, so Chica and Bonnie will now move. Since she's already in here, she's gonna go back over here. And Bonnie will move here again. If I chose to go to Bonnie, the next turn, if the movement opportunity happened, Chica would kill me simply at the door. So due to this, I am gonna go with Chica instead of Bonnie. Close the door. She'll go away. and I go back to the corridor. I mean, no, not corridor, middle of the bedroom. Alright, change to 130. Whew, I'm kind of hot in here. Alright, change. 20. All movement opportunities have completely failed. And I haven't flashed this Freddle yet because, honestly, Foxy, Chica, and Bonnie are much higher priorities than the Freddles. So, all of them have failed. I will flash Foxy in the hallway, sending him back to the corridor. Two a.m. Alright. Generate 5. Now this means that only that Chica and Bonnie will be moving. Alright, she will be going to the right hall. Okay, right hall. And Bonnie's always gonna go to the left hall. That's the only place he goes, apart from the corridor. Now, I will make a choice. I'm gonna go with Chica. Alright, go away. Send you back. Put me back as well. Change the time card. And generate a number. Normally I'd be rolling a dice, but this is the only option I have. Alright, all movement opportunities have failed. Alright, I'm gonna flash Bonnie. Get myself back. Okay, take this little time card. And I am now at 3 a.m. Oh, this is all my discarded pieces. Or ones that I haven't used yet, such as Freddles, Freddy himself, and the Foxy plush. Which I will explain when I end if he never gets in the closet. Okay. Now that I've changed, I will generate the number 1. Now, all opportunities have succeeded. Oh! Alright, okay, these cards fell. Okay, the time cards fell on me, the ones that aren't in use. Thankfully, it's only the time cards that are not in use that fell on me. Alright, so all opportunities will succeed. So, I got another Freddle. I moved Bonnie to over there. Let's see what Chica does. Okay, kitchen is the preferable option. I am not disappointed that she is going in the kitchen. Now, I will determine what Foxy does. Left hall with Bonnie, since they can both enter together. Okay, so there's 2 Freddles, but I'm gonna flash these 2 instead, because I will be taking out two different threats at the same time. Okay. Alright, I'm more than halfway there. Random number generate. 4. Okay, Freddy's the only one that won't move. Well, Chica's going back to the corridor in that case. Right hall. Okay. Alright, so my choice. I am gonna flash Foxy down back into the corridor. Alright, 4 a.m. Generate. 12. Okay, all opportunities have failed. I am gonna flash the Freddles off the bed and scare them off. And they will be, who knows where. Alright, back. Since all opportunities failed, I move on. I'm gonna generate. Okay, all opportunities have failed again. Flash, Bonnie, not Foxy. Yep, I still have my AI page, so I know what levels they are. Okay, time card. 5 a.m. All right. Generate. I don't have to do anything. I literally don't have to do anything now. Okay, 5:30. Generate. 3. Okay, everyone will do something. However, due to the time it actually does not matter. The next, I can honestly just not do anything. Okay, Foxy, your turn. Left salt, okay. And my choice? I'll just go with the left all, I guess. Send them back. And bingo! I survived a night. Well, there we go. That is how I translated the gameplay of Five Nights at Freddy's 4 into a board game. That is just how it's gonna do. I can't simulate the plush traps scenario, like if I'm a plush trap. I can't do that because it requires on sound and no sight. So I can't do it. This one requires sight, but like the one I'm doing right now, it does require sight, but it can still pose somewhat of a challenge if I put like the AI levels high enough. And same with Nightmare Fredbear. Those two would just not work due to these. So yeah, there we go. That is how I translated the gameplay of Five Nights at Freddy's 4 into a board game. It's a little unbalanced at lower levels, but it might be a challenge at higher levels. I might experiment with it later. It could be fun. Okay, so here's how Foxy works since he never actually made it into the closet. So, as I mentioned before, as I mentioned before, he moves around to both hallways, but what happens when he makes it into your room? Because he actually does not jump scare you during that moment. Although, I can't exactly do jump scares, but I can have him end the game. Alright, so I'm gonna move him to the left hallway. And I am not gonna attempt to flash him. So, the movement opportunity will succeed again, and he's in the room, inside of my closet. Now, this will contain multiple different stages. The first of the bunch is this Foxy plush. Okay, that's not a Foxy plush at all, that's just a red dot, but... well, stud, actually not dot, but still. That's the first stage. Once I come up there and just close the door... well, I mean, nothing's gonna happen, but now closing the closet doors will put him back down in stages. So that's stage 1, essentially. Well, not essentially, it is stage 1. Stage 2 is him far away, over here in the corner of the closet. Stage 3 is him crouching in the middle. I mean, I guess that's kind of crouching. Not really. Stage 5 is essentially him, just super duper close. Okay, not meant to be that close. His head is just meant to be like in front of you, but I couldn't quite do that. And then if I don't close the doors during this stage, and well, the next opportunity succeeds, he will end my game. Simply just closing the closet doors will send him back to the plush state. So he's just kind of a mild annoyance. But yeah, that's just how he works. That's the best explanation for Foxy that I can give. Hope you enjoyed the video, whoever is watching. Probably not many people, but still. There we go. Goodbye. This is One Happy YouTuber 87 signing off.